Leo, hello, what is up with you? It is time for your bonus reading for the month of March 2021. Bonus time for Leo. So those of you new to my channel, I say this very frequently. When I do my bonus readings, the specific intention I'm putting into it is hopefully to pick up on details that I left out of the main monthly reading. Okay, that's the intention I give it, but you honestly never really know what's going to come through. So anyway, let's go ahead and hop right into this. If you would like information on how to schedule a personal reading with me, please look in the description box of the video. All the information you need is down there. Let's do this. Leo, we're going to do a quick vibe check. Quick energy and vibration check between you and the person that you're dealing with. You're going to see where things are right now. You're going to see how your all's energies are intermingling, how they are behaving together, and what's going on between the two of you currently. Quick vibe check between Leo and the person they're dealing with. Universe. Boom. Ooh, there we go. Oh, the Fool card. Several avenues that I could take with that. I'm not 100% sure where I want to go with it just yet. We'll see how it plays out. Okay, let's get 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 2 more. The Hierophant. Okay, could be a Taurus that you're dealing with. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, the Lover's card. All right, so this is, I'm not going to lie, this is a bit confusing. Let's see where to begin right here. The first thing that yells at me right here is the Lover's card and the Hierophant, okay? So you and this person have a very, very, very intense connection. Very intense. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like you have connections with some people and with some people you don't. It's just that some of them, for whatever reason, are felt more intensely than others, and it's because they're for a very specific purpose. You know, there's kind of like a flow chart is what your life is, the way you plan it out, the way you map your life out before you come incarnate as a human. It's like you map out this flow chart, okay? And there's many different pathways and lots of different avenues you could take and different experiences you could have. But there's some of them, it's like, no, we're doing this. This lifetime, we're coming together. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. No matter what path you take, it's going to lead us together. We're coming together, period. End of discussion. That's what this was, okay? Some of you could be dealing with a twin flame. Now, I always have to say it when this card comes up. Okay, not everybody is dealing with a twin flame. Not everybody has a twin flame. And I know a lot of people in the comments are going to argue that. I don't care. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Not everybody has a twin flame. Not everybody is playing that game. Even if it's not a twin flame connection, the intensity level is equal. It's just vibrationally different. Okay? So I have to put that out there. If you come to me for a personal reading and you ask me, is this person my twin flame? This is the card that I'm looking for. That's one of those things like in the tarot, there's many different ways to answer certain questions, but not the twin flame connection. This right here is the only one that I'm looking for if you ask me if somebody's your twin flame. And very frequently, not every time, about 80% of the time, when somebody asks me if they're really dealing with a twin flame, this card pops out as one of the first cards. Okay. Anyway, I digress. So there is potential for long-term stability and commitment between the two of you. Okay. I see a lot of potential, but I don't really see that potential being utilized, okay? I really think that you're kind of up in your head about this, man. I don't know, dude. I don't know, am I making the right decision? What would happen if I try this? Some of you are dealing with an on and off connection, and you're kind of thinking, man, what if I do this again? Is it just going to be the same old story, same old song and dance all over again? Or if I do this, if me and this person come together, will it actually work this time, you know? See, a lot of you, you're pretty pissed off. You got a bit of an attitude. You got a bit of an attitude towards this person. You know, I really think though that you're pretty much standing firm in your actions. Okay, but up in your head, you got a battle going on up in your head. Could be a Sagittarius that you're dealing with, possibly. I also have Gemini or Aries and Taurus. Okay, could be anybody though. The person you're dealing with is very upset about this. They're very upset about this. This isn't the way they wanted it to go down at all. At all. I don't see them coming forward either. Actually, I think they're waiting on you. They're waiting on you with the Ace of Wands in the reverse and the Seven of Pentacles here. I think they're waiting on you to come forward. Okay? The connection that they experience with you is, what's the word? They're very scatterbrained. Okay? They can't really think through this connection very reasonably and logically, you know? This person could be an earth sign that you're dealing with, but with the King of Pentacles in the reverse, I think this person's usually pretty good at handling their emotional situations. But this connection is so intense, they're having a hard time thinking through it. They're having a hard time getting their faculties in order and their ducks in a row, you know? They're having a difficult time with that. But I do think that they are waiting to hear from you. Okay? You have the Five of Pentacles right here, so you kind of feel like they did you wrong. You feel like, even if you're the one that walked away, you still feel like it was like they're the ones that betrayed you. They're the ones that did you wrong, basically, you know? I do think you still have your eye on this person too, don't you? Page of Wands reversed. You're still watching them. Well, I want to look a little bit more at this person that you're dealing with. A little bit more at the person that Leo is dealing with. What I'm looking for mainly is this person's feelings towards you, how they feel about you, their true intentions. If it wants to come through, I will read actions that they're going to take, if any. But mainly, I'm looking for how they feel about you and how they perceive you. Sorry, my phone keeps going off. It's distracting. How this person feels about you and how they perceive you. Their true feelings and intentions. Okay, the Fool card. There it is again. There it is again. I think that they'd be willing to take a leap of faith if they had the faith. It's not that they don't have the faith. I think that they do have the faith that it could work out if you made the decision to work on this with them. 3 shuffles. 1. So they are ready to take a leap of faith. 2. And 3. The Empress reversed. Another Taurus card is the overall energy. So this person's lonely and emotionally needy. Okay. We talk about this, you guys. I'm not going to go into this whole lecture like I usually do. The Nine of Cups in the reverse. That is the frequency of emptiness and loneliness. Okay. And that's not very productive in a relationship. Even though that's what most of us enter into relationships on the frequency of is emptiness and loneliness. It's not very productive, okay? Because that void, that empty, lonely void that we have in our hearts cannot be filled from the outside in. It can't. But we have a tendency to expect somebody out there to do it for us or a relationship to fill this void. And it doesn't. The only thing that happens is that energy of emptiness and loneliness, it has to express itself in physical form eventually. Okay? Any frequency that you're on, when you come together with a person, whatever frequency that you maintain will express itself in the physical. It has to manifest. So, how do you think emptiness and loneliness is going to express itself in physical form? Think about it. Okay? The longer this person waits, I really think that they're doing the best that they can. They're trying really hard to emotionally distance themselves. Okay? They're trying really hard. Not too successful from what I'm seeing. It doesn't look like they're doing the best job. They float back and forth between trying to distance themselves and ignore this connection, and then other days it gets the best of them and discombobulates them emotionally. Emotional discombobulation. You know what I mean? So yeah, they are still a bit pissed off at you. They really don't want you to know how they feel. I think that they're putting on a front too. They're putting on a front. They're making it look like they're more happy than they are. Like, especially if you look at their Facebook or their Instagram or whatever. It may look like, oh, I got it going on. My life is so good. Well, no, that's fake. It's fake. It's fake. They aren't really as happy as they appear. But I do think you will eventually end up hearing from this person. Okay? You will. I think they're going to reach out eventually. Okay? But even when they do, I really don't think that they're planning on opening up to you. Not really. They're waiting on you to open up. Like I said, they have the faith that it would work out, but they're waiting on you to make a move. See what I'm saying? All right, well, let's look at the most likely outcome here. Most likely outcome between Taurus and this person they are connecting with. Person of interest, person they're dealing with, whatever. Person they are inquiring about. How's that? Most likely outcome here. Okay, the Empress card. Okay, some of you could have kids with this person here. Let's get 4 shuffles. 1, 2. Second time that Empress card came up. A lot of Taurus energy has been showing up in the spread, too. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus. Okay. That's a fixed sign. Okay, not only is earth and fire not a very harmonious mixture, but 2 fixed signs. That can cause some problems as well. The 8 of Cups, though, man. 8 of Cups. There's that Fool card. So, again, I do see an attempted reconciliation here. I do see attempted reconciliation. So it looks to me like one, the other, or both of you is eventually going to end up attempting to reconcile. Could be an Aries or a Scorpio for some of you. However, I don't really think, those of you who do attempt to reconcile, King and Queen of Pentacles, I don't really see that emotional connection becoming solid again, if that makes any sense, you know? It's much more like we're coming back together and we're just kind of, okay, you're going to feel a big wall, a big ice wall between the two of you. And eventually, one, the other, or both of you is going to get tired of it and walk away. That's what I'm seeing here, according to the timelines you're on right now. Now, the advice. Oops, hang on. This is the important part, the advice, okay? Because if you don't like that outcome, no problem. You always have the ability to change the outcome of any reading you receive from any person. How many of you have come to me for a personal reading? And I say that at the end of every single video. I'll never forget when I got my first tarot card reading. Y'all remember Tina? Those of you who've been following me for a while. The very first day I met Tina, I didn't know who she was. I had no idea. And she just says, I need to read for you. You mean read me a bedtime story? What are you talking about? I didn't even know what that meant, dude. That's how, little I knew. And she commenced to giving me the most freaky accurate reading I've ever received in my life. And she told me, if you don't like what you hear in this reading, no problem. When these things start unfolding, you can change the outcome. And I remembered that. Well, guess what? Things started happening, and I didn't like that. I had to change it. So I did. I dug my feet in, changed my energy, changed the timelines, and changed the outcome. But if I would have just let my energy keep rolling naturally, then the outcome would have unfolded. See what I'm saying? That's why I give advice. That's the reason why I give advice. Okay, you're way too powerful than to sit around and wait on a future to happen to you. Okay? High Priestess in the reverse. It's very important to go inside and do some inner digging and learn to distinguish the difference between your ego and your intuition. Don't judge one as being better than the other. Just distinguish which one is which, because the goal is to get the two working on the same team. Okay, let's get 3 shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. Boom! Page of Swords, 9 of Cups reversed. Okay. So, I do think that a conversation does need to be had between you and this person. Okay, a conversation needs to be had. But first, you must make sure that you are emotionally independent. Do not give this person any power over your emotions. Okay? Now, what I mean by that is, would I be able to have a conversation with you? Let me situate myself here. There we go. Would I be able to have a conversation with you, and no matter what you say, I'm okay? If I hit you up and I'm talking to you, I can maintain my composure emotionally. Okay? I'm not going to be manipulated. I'm not going to be pissed off. I'm not going to be angry at you. I'm not going to be taken advantage of. Okay? You're not going to sway me or change my mind. I'm also not going to be angry or rude or nasty to you either. It's very important. Do not come forward, even if you do attempt to reconcile with this person, do not come forward with the thought or the idea that somebody needs to be saved here, okay? See, that emotional codependent type energy, typically, not every time, but typically there's two sides to that coin. There's the poor, pitiful me, poor me, I'm so sad, lonely, and broken and depressed, and I need a lover to come save me from my darkness. And then there's the other side of that coin, which is the Knight of Cups. Here I come to save the day. No, here you come to make an ass out of yourself, because that's not the way it works. It doesn't work that way. You can't save somebody. You can assist somebody. You can be a shoulder to lean on, an ear to listen. Okay, but we don't need to approach anybody from the perspective of, I'm here to save you. You need me. I'm Captain Save-A-Ho. You know what I mean? Okay, just don't approach it from that type of perspective, okay? But I really think a lot of you need to just let this tower fall, okay? Let the tower fall, because again, even if you do the work that it takes to make this on your part, you do your part. In order for reconciliation to be successful, okay, we have to have both people exclusively agree to work on themselves and not worry about what the other person is doing, okay? Now, a lot of you are dealing with somebody who's not willing to do their part of the work, okay? Some of you are not willing to do your part of the work, okay? And if it's a one-sided situation, let the tower fall. Let the tower fall. Okay? If you decide that you want to reconcile, there's only one way to do it. And this is tough. What you have to do is you have to go inside and you have to say, okay, I'm not worried about you. I'm working on me. That's all you can do. One or two things will happen. Either A, they will follow suit and work on themselves, in which the two of you could get to a timeline where things work out. Or B, they don't, because it's uncomfortable and nobody wants to do inner work because it sucks. It's not fun. And you separate. Okay? Anywho, I feel like that was your all's message. So I am going to go ahead and end the reading here. I greatly appreciate every last one of you who tuned in and played along, and every last one of you who have been tuning in and showing love, support, and positive feedback on my channel on a daily basis throughout my tarot career here on YouTube. Okay? Thank you all so much, man. It means everything to me. Don't forget to look in the description box of the video for information on how to schedule personal readings. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all have a good day.